Hello, what's Trace? Welcome back to my work, and today we're going to be looking at a Bachmann Thomas model. Hope you enjoy the video, and let's get this review started then. Right then, guys, I'm just trying to balance my phone. There we go. And today's model will be Stanley. I have finally got him, and he's just arrived today. Obviously, I'm recording this on the Thursday, so the video will be going out on the Friday. As you can see, there's the back, and again, what I don't understand what they've done with this model is they've used Thomas instead of Stanley for the eye mechanism again. And I've said this before, changed the style of the back of the packaging, but not enough of that. And then obviously you got his name down there. In fact, are you guys zoomed in a little bit? Oh, yeah, you were. Right, the reason why you guys might look a bit different is because I've actually got a high case on my phone, so I'm trying to figure out something what I could use to hold my phone. So yeah, let's get Stanley Unbox then. So I'm just gonna take the package, well, not packaging, instructions out. And bear in mind, guys, I haven't seen the instructions yet. That's something about warranty or something like that. But I haven't seen the instructions for Stanley yet. By the looks of it, guys, I don't know if you guys can see that near the bottom. It looks like it's got bearings. If he hasn't got any wiring to the on the base, then I will take a look at that and see if he has got proper bearings or not. But other than that, that's the instructions for Stanley. So let's just get him unboxed then. Now, the first thing I've got to say about Stanley is that he is very weighty for a model. Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but a lot of people are saying that he uses the same chassis as Thomas, but I don't think that's true. Maybe the same wheels, maybe, but I don't believe that it's the same chassis or the same motor, because when I can find him. Because if you guys know, that's Thomas's chassis, look. I'm just trying to line them up. I mean, yeah, in some way it does kind of look like Thomas's chassis, but in some ways it doesn't as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this runs. I mean, obviously I have had it running for a bit, but obviously we're going to get into a bit of history with Black Stanley now. Then, in fact, I'm moving a bit closer. So obviously, as you guys know, Stanley came into the was first debuted in the Great Discovery film, and he took over Thomas's work while Thomas was working on Great Waterton, and then obviously Thomas got really jealous of him, and then Thomas we all know and love, he played a cheeky trick on Stanley. I think he's based on a J52 or something like that. I might be wrong about that, but I believe that's what he might be based on. But other than that, I'm gonna stop the video here, and then I'm gonna look at some of his details, because again, to say that Bachmann are just meant to be for kids and whatnot, this model has got a lot of detail on him. Yeah, fair enough, most of it's moulded, but I'm going to show you that now. Alright, and talk to me then, guys. Right then, guys, so as you can see, Stanley's on the detail table now. I mean, he was already on the detail table anyway. But the first thing we've got to look at, what we always look at with these Thomas models, and that's the face. And I personally think that's a very good face for a Thomas model. It looks like Stanley, and it feels like him as well, if you know what I'm saying. So we're going to look at some of the details. Obviously, with the Thomas models, you don't get spun buffers, but they do feel quite sturdy compared to the earlier models. Then you've got the really nice silver going onto his near where his face is, the smoke box, smoke box. And then you got the funnel, and then you got his name, which again the nameplate on him looks really detailed, and I just love the way it looks. And then obviously you got all these pipe work and whatnot. And then you got Stanley, obviously I've just been saying about that. Then you got the safety valves and the whistle. Now, one thing I've got to point out with the whistle, and this might be a bit of a downgrade for the point score for detail, and that's that the whistle is very, very flimsy, so you have to handle this with care, obviously. If you're giving it to your kid, make sure that they don't, like, you know, accidentally snap that bit off and then maybe put it in the mouth or something like that. So yeah, and as you can see, there's coal, which has got on the front and the back. And then, as you can see, the lining as well on this model is amazing. And I just love the way he looks. Yeah, because it's just, I have been looking forward to this one ever since Bachmann actually announced it back in last year, and I've been really looking forward to this one. And as you can see, there's more pipe detail on the other side, as well as the steps. And then the wheels being painted in the nice red. And yeah, so now what we're going to do then, guys, is I'm going to take you, I'm not going to take it all apart. I'm just going to take the base plate off and see if it's got like some bearings in the bottom with the wheels. Alright, I'll talk to you then, guys. Right then, guys, I know this might look a bit dodgy, but I was putting this quick snippet in the video so we can look at his bearing, if he has actually got bearings in. And all there is underneath is 2 screws. I don't know if you need to take the couplings off. I doubt it, but we can give it a shot and see what happens. So I'm just undoing those screws now. Because I personally think if there's bearings on this model, then I really hope that they will update the Thomas models maybe to have this mechanism on there. I'm not saying that there is bearings in there, but if there is, then that would explain why this model costs more than a Thomas. Oh, no, it hasn't, guys. Unfortunately, it has got wiper pickups, and I think it's hardwired to the model. But I don't think it has got bearings in. No, it hasn't. So unfortunately, I'm not going to put it all out, but as you can see, that's how much I've been able to do, because obviously I don't want to mess the model up. So I'm going to carefully push that back on. There we go. No. Right, guys, I'll be back with you in a bit. Right then, guys, so I'm going to put this little bit of snippet in here, just because obviously I'm going to show you his eye mechanism working. I'm just going to move his wall stop back a little bit, and then... And as you can see, the eyes do dart backwards and forwards. There you go. Yeah, there you go, you saw it. So yeah, his eye mechanism does work as well. So, in fact, I might as well start here with the slow speeds and whatnot. Right then, so, obviously, in fact, I'm going to unhook him from Manny and Cloud by a minute. So, to say that this hasn't got any bearings, unfortunately, I think that's a real downgrade. Again, because I don't get why some models that I've got the bearings and then some models haven't. A perfect example who's got bearings, Rosie. Rosie has got bearings in her wheels, and she did need wires to connect up the connection bits, the pickups. I think the same as with Percy, but Percy obviously hasn't got bearings on him. So I'm going to test slow speed one way. A bit slower. I mean, again, say that this is meant to be for kids, and it's performing like that. It's just incredible. Oh, and I forgot to mention, guys, it has got an open cab, but unfortunately the floor does come up to the cab doors again, so... But obviously, one thing I always do with these videos, and that's giving them a full chance at running in first for a couple of laps, and then that's when I'll make the conclusion on these slow speeds. So we're going to get him up, covered up to Andy Clarabelle, because obviously they're the only coaches that at the minute what would suit him. So yeah, we're going to go for about 50. As you can see, he's not going too fast. And yeah, obviously I am going to just run Stanley today. Because again, my layout is kind of in a mess at the minute, because obviously I have been working on it again to try and get it to work. If you wonder what a squeal is, guys, it's not Stanley, it's one of the coaches' wheels. I think it's Clarabelle, might be wrong. And if you guys want the Stanley, I will put a link in the description below so you guys can pick one up. I got mine from Tutley Thomas. Well, my girlfriend actually helped me pre-order him, and I've not regretted it. Just got the phone. So yeah, guys, we'll let him have about another lap or so, and then I'll do scores. I'm just trying to make like different shots, guys, you know what I mean? So it's not just the same angle all the time. No, my door, sorry guys. You want me? But yeah, guys, if you want to pick one of these up, I can highly recommend it, especially if you're a Great Discovery fan like I am. And I'm really pleased that they announced Stanley, to be honest with you, because I was originally going to make a custom one of him, which I haven't done now, because I don't need to. But like I say, he's a welcome addition to the collection, and yeah. So we're going to give him one more lap, and then we'll do scores, and yeah. I mean, as you can see, he runs perfectly. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, the way he runs or anything. Right, let's just speed him up a little bit, and then we'll do scores. Oh wait, we'll do slow speeds again. So, slow speeds again after he's running for a little bit. He's not. And as you can see, he is slightly moving there, because you can hear. Yeah, he is slightly moving. Which, again, for a Thomas model, that's quite incredible. Look. Yeah, so slow speed is definitely a 5 out of 5. Character is based with character, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I do really like the Stanley. So it's a character, 5 out of 5. Detail. It has got a lot of detail on it, but like I said earlier, I think what would actually knock it off for me would be the way the whistle is. The fact that that's not, I don't know, brass or anything like that, it really does scare me that if kids get hold of this, which I know models aren't really made for kids, but if kids get hold of this, they're going to pull that bit off and then they're going to choke on it or something like that, which, in my opinion, that's the reason why that should have been put on brass. And Bachmann even said it themselves, that when they bought the first prototype of this to one of the train shows in America, they actually lost the whistle on top of him, and they were scattering around the car park for a good hour or so trying to find it. So all I can say is, if your little ones do run a Stanley, a Bachmann Stanley, just keep an eye on them. Just be careful that you don't pick up the model by the whistle, like, oh, I'm going to just pick up by that. Pick up by the boiler bit here, because that's going to save the whistle a lot more than what it could do, to be honest with you. Because the Peckett's the same, like, from Hornby. The pay kit's got a little whistle like this, and it's just a little piece what could easily snap off. So yeah, I would say about 4.5 out of 5 for detail for the Stanley. What else is there? Mechanism. Again, it's a good runner, but because it hasn't got bearings, I'm going to knock it down to 4.5 out of 5. Because, in my opinion, if some of the models have got bearings on, why aren't all of them? In my opinion. And Rosie is one of my best runners. I mean, I do hope to the near future that Stanley is going to be a good model as well. But obviously, you know, I don't want to, like, you know, come in one day and then all of a sudden his mechanism bug up or anything like that. But obviously what I don't think, especially when I'm converting it to DCC soon. Value for money. To say that this one goes for £107 on Tootley Thomas, I would say that's a really good price. And then I think on the Bachmann website itself is going for like $120. Now, people are moaning about that because, you know, oh, it's a toy and blah, blah, blah. But I've said this before to a lot of people. To say that even dads like Rebecca, she's costing like nearly 200 quid to, like, you know, put out. She's costing like nearly $300 on Bachmann's website to put out. So you can't really say that for kids anymore. Yeah, you can get them for your kids, fair enough. But you can't really go onto the internet and say, oh, these are for kids, why are you pumping out for that much money? In some sort of way, I understand it, but I've always said, if you wait around for a little bit for a model, then go for it. Because obviously, the reason why I decided to pre-order my Stanley, is because I saw him go on their website last Wednesday, I think it were, and I was like, right, I need to get one, I need to pick one up, I need to get one. And I have done, obviously thanks to my girlfriend, obviously, but because obviously she did help me out, get me this and stuff like that. But yeah, but he is a good character, and I do hope that the detail on him, obviously with Bachmann even announced the Flying Scotsman, for example, like that was a real shock to me. I do hope that Flying Scotsman is at least a touch better than what the previous ones were. So anyway, guys, we're going to continue with the running session. One way, Stanley. I mean, he's not making a near enough noise as what the Green Thomas does. I mean, if you listen to this, to say that people are saying that they're using the same chassis as on Thomas for Stanley, I don't think that's true. Because the last Thomas they made was this one. I mean, I have really enjoyed. I mean, obviously I only got it this morning, and I've really enjoyed getting him. Here he comes. But yeah, guys, if you want me to get Stanley's real life character, because I know Hornby's just recently done one of those, haven't they? Then I can do. I am thinking about getting one of those anyway. And then, but I just don't know what livery to get it in. Not one of the old ones, one of the newest ones, what they've just brought out. And then maybe do, like, you know, a real life versus Thomas character again. So we're going to let Stanley have one more lap after this, and then we'll wrap up the video. Yeah, so it's on his last lap now. You know you want to go chasing because you've got your torches. Thomas is good. I know it's a green Thomas, but I just thought it'd be funny. But yeah, they're Stanley, guys. So what I'm going to do now then is I'm going to flip the camera back round, and I'm going to thank you for watching and possibly tell you what's going to be coming out next. Alright, let's watch it then, guys. Right then, guys, thank you for watching this video today. I'm trying to get, because also I'm trying to, like, you know, find something what could work for my phone. There we go. Ignore the bright light. I might have to start doing these at night time, guys. But yeah, I do really enjoy like the look of this Stanley. There's probably stuff on it what I haven't even mentioned yet. I mean, like a perfect example, front coupling hook on it, and again to say that people are saying that this is from the Thomas chassis. I don't think it's true, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm just looking over like the Thomas chassis and whatnot, and there's a little bit more detail on the Bachmann Stanley than what there is on Thomas. What the hell is that? I don't know. But yeah, I do really love the look way Stanley looks and everything like that. And I can't wait to like, you know, continue running him as well as putting sound onto him at some point in the near future. But yeah, if you guys do want me to get Stanley's real life counterpart, then let me know down in the comments below, and I'll take that on board, and then I'll see what I can do. But other than that, I do really love the way Stanley looks. I mean, look at the face. People say that Bachmann have a hard time with the faces. I mean, yeah. Look at the difference. That's what Bachmann first started off with. The latest release. It's just mind-blowing. I mean, yeah, I would love for Bachmann to update the Thomas faces, and I think it's Thomas, James and Percy what people are begging to be updated, but yeah, I mean, Bachmann have definitely knocked it out of the park with another model from their range, and I do really enjoy Stanley, and is well, like I said, is a welcome addition to my collection. But other than that, guys, I do apologise that I didn't post yesterday, Wednesday. It's because I was actually spending time with my girlfriend, because obviously, yet again, I'm just, my mental health at the minute is just through the roof because of what's happened to my nan. I know that I don't keep meaning to bring people down for this, like, but I was very close with my nan, and to say that, you know, I'm not ready to say goodbye, like I said, that's possibly the reason why I haven't been able to, like, you know, post anything. I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to get rid of that. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to invest in another camera at some point instead of using my phone all the time. There we go. But yeah, it has made me appreciate your life, because, you know, not everybody thinks like that, unfortunately. And I do appreciate people, like, you know, reaching out to me and, you know, talking to me and stuff like that, especially my girlfriend. She's been amazing to me, and it means a lot to me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of Stanley. Please subscribe to my channel, because I would really appreciate it if I could get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. And yeah, and then obviously if you subscribe to my channel, you'll get more videos with Stanley, real life locals, whatever. And yeah, comment down below what you thought of Stanley. I know people have been, like, you know, commenting, texting me saying, am I getting the Bachmann Stanley? I'm like, yep, I've already got him. But yeah, obviously I understand like where people are saying with this, but other than that, I do really enjoy the Stanley model. The reason why I didn't really run 3 locals, because I am still technically working on my layout. The only lines I've got open at the minute, well, half open, is my outer line and my middle line. My inner line I'm still working on, trying to get working and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, guys, thank you for watching this video today. Please subscribe to my channel. Please comment down below what you thought of Stanley. And please like this video, and please subscribe, like I just said. And I guess I'll catch you on the next video with whatever I've got planned next. Talk to you a bit then, guys. Bye.